Hey everyone, I'm Bradley and welcome to Zlingle. Superhero movies are the most dominant movie genre in the world right now. Besides Star Wars, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has the most success with each film that comes out than any other franchise. But with there being so many different comic book movie universes, like the MCU, DCEU, X-Men universe, are comic book movies starting to feel the same? Well, let's find out. I say that they clearly are not. And I'm not just saying that as a fan of these movies. I think that comic book movies today are more different from each other than ever before. Oh, and this is a topic that I get kind of worked up about. So if you already agree with me, then enjoy the ride. If you disagree, then thanks for listening to a differing opinion, whether or not I change your mind. In the past, superhero movies were not necessarily the same, but they certainly had similar elements. There's an awesome hero, and a scary or charismatic villain, and the hero wins in the end.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Good formula, strong formula, and whether it was executed well was another story, but at least you knew what you were getting for the most part. Then we started experimenting a little. We got Blade, things got a little darker. Then X-Men was released, and studios noticed you could do a superhero movie and take it seriously. I'll skip ahead a little bit, but recently, since we started getting these movies more often, they realized the best way to make a superhero movie was not to make a superhero movie. Batman Begins is not a superhero movie in the traditional sense. It was about a man raised by a tragedy, looking throughout the world to find a way to cope and to find his place. Hellboy, a demon from hell that puts aside his dark destiny to help humanity. Spider-Man 2, a guy who is a superhero, but questions if his personal life can take the strain of having that responsibility. But then 2008 hits, probably the biggest year for comic book movies yet. Two major films came out that would influence the world of superheroes forever: Iron Man and The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is obviously a classic of the genre, and, like his predecessor, Batman Begins, it's not about superheroes. It's about the symbol of justice and the symbol of anarchy coming to a head. And to many, it's the best comic book movie of all time. And then there's Iron Man. It was the first movie of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's been going on now for over 10 years. It was the starting point of many great franchises, including Captain America, Thor, The Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, Black Panther, and more. Everything after 2008 is distinctly different from everything before it, because of the influence of these two films. But usually when I hear people say that all superhero movies are the same, they're referencing ones from the last 10 years. So let's take a look, shall we? Is there any way someone could honestly believe that The Dark Knight is anything like Ant-Man?
Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm a big fan.
Appreciate it. So who the hell are you?
I'm Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
What, you haven't heard of me?
Or how about Spider-Man Homecoming and Logan?
Hey! Don't flip! Yeah!
Not bad!
Logan.
Nate? Put her down.
Oh, I know. What about The Man of Steel and Deadpool? But what about the MCU? They seem to get flack sometimes for all being the same formula, except for the fact that they're entirely unique movies for the most part. There's Ant-Man, a heist film that happens to contain technology that shrinks matter. And then there's Civil War, a film of two friends and allies, and how worldwide pressure on their ensemble of heroes allows their differing ideals to split them and their teammates apart, with some secrets from the past coming to light being the last straw. And then there's Iron Man 2, and that's even with both of those movies having a character in common. The closest Iron Man 2 gets to Civil War is maybe when he fights Rhodey when he's drunk. Doctor Strange and Winter Soldier? The only ones that similar to each other are sequels, like Guardians and Guardians Volume 2. But even the Avengers and Infinity War aren't alike. Neither are First Avenger and Winter Soldier, or Thor, Thor the Dark World, and Thor Ragnarok. All of these big Marvel and DC comic book movies can be changed, revamped, and redesigned to reflect the times. That's what is so unique about them. You can have this Batman or this Batman, this Captain America or this Captain America. Being a superhero property gives you the freedom to make any type of interpretation you want, while also bringing along a fan base. Because just like with the comics, there are no limits in film, and with a single series or an overarching universe, you can blend any superhero flick with any other genre you want to create a fully unique experience. The point of all this is what I mentioned earlier. Studios realize that the fans and casual audiences don't want just superhero movies. If casual fans wanted them, they'd read the comics. And if comic book fans wanted them, well, they'd read the comics. I believe people want to see good movies about characters, and having them be superheroes is a big bonus. But a superhero movie about a character we don't care about is just a movie with a bunch of superpowered action scenes. And those are better as clips on YouTube. It doesn't make a good movie. So as long as movie studios remember to make their comic book movies relatable, emotionally grounded, possibly humorous, but definitely compelling, then people will keep going out to the movies to see them. And we can all enjoy seeing our favorite superheroes or friendly demons on the big screen. Thanks for watching. Nuff said, and Excelsior.